What if there was something that you could do to improve your physical and mental health and well-being? What if it is free? What if it is research-based? What if it is accessible to all? And what if it takes little time, 2 hours a week? Would you be on board for that? It's something simple, and it is available to us all, and it is nature. Nature heals. Nature heals the soul. Nature is meditative, and nature nourishes the body. How easy is it for us to put on our blinders and go through our day-to-day busy lives? It's just kind of a blur, our lives. Our days turn into weeks, our weeks turn into months, our months turn into years, and then we wonder, where did the time go? We were so busy doing, we forgot to be. Now, if 2020 taught us anything, it taught us to slow down, look around, appreciate the things that are around you, appreciate your family. More people than ever got outdoors. That is a beautiful thing. They discovered the outdoors, something that had been there all along that had been completely overlooked in the busy day-to-day life. Now the pandemic is behind us a couple of years, and are you finding yourself falling right back into your busy life pattern? A habit. They're all habits. Or are we now a wiser people because we learned from the pandemic and from those times when we had to slow down, when the pandemic forced us to slow down and look around? Are we now wiser people? Be careful to not let this beautiful gift of nature go underutilized, unappreciated, or unseen. Research has a lot to say about nature, besides the fact that trees give us oxygen and other benefits of being in nature. But there have been many studies specifically on the benefits of nature. Studies show nature has the following benefits: improves attention, lowers stress, better moods, reduces risk of psychiatric disorders, improves mental health, sharpens the mind, who doesn't want that, improves memory, overall improved well-being, increases connectedness with others. We become more social, increases empathy, increases happiness, increases a feeling of purpose in life. And there's even evidence that shows that nature makes us nicer. That's a good quote. Nature makes us nicer. Now, this came from an article I read in the American Psychological Association. The name of the article is Nurtured by Nature, and it's by Kirsten Weir. But here's a direct quote from that article. Experimental findings show that just a few minutes of green can perk up a tired brain. It is interesting to note that even viewing nature, so you're not even in nature, you're just viewing nature, makes a difference in your well-being. So one study had people working on a task, students working on a task, but they were able to gaze out of a window in the middle of the task and then go back to the task. One group gazed out the window at a green space. I think it was a roof with plants or something like that. And the other group just gazed out the window at a concrete roof. Well, which group do you think performed better on the task? It was a group that viewed the green. And not to discount blue space, water. Sometimes they're finding the blue space may even have more benefits than green space, but they both have benefits. How many of you like just watching the waves crash on the beach? So healing and inspiring. But viewing nature. So let's go back to that. If you're trapped in your office and you let's say you just can't get out. Well, I can't get out. I don't even get a lunch break today. Who can relate? Look out your window. Take a nature break. just look for a few seconds, for a minute, and appreciate nature. You'll feel better, and you'll be able to return to your task and in a more productive manner. Now, what if you don't have a window in your office? Even viewing art, images of art, is beneficial. So make sure you have a painting or something like that. In my office, I always had my hiking pictures when I would go backpacking. And in those moments when I needed a breath or I just needed a little break, I would look at the picture, and right away I would be taken to that place and that time and the total peace of nature on that trip. And it was like a little mini vacation in my head, and then back to task. So that was before I even knew any of this stuff. So it really does work. Maybe you haven't been backpacking, so put a beautiful picture of the woods or a waterfall or anything like that. We have a lot of pictures of nature that we take now with family, and pumpkin patches and sunflower fields and on hiking trails. So have an image there to look at when you're working in your office. It'll make your time in your office a little more productive. Now, I don't want to overlook the benefits of listening to nature. So there are studies that show that listening to nature improves overall well-being. Listening to nature sounds, crickets, a waterfall, a creek, things of that nature. Things of nature. Nature sounds versus listening to a busy urban environment, a busy kitchen, a busy road. So in that study, it actually yielded better performance on cognitive tasks. So that's just a little bit about what nature can do for your mental, for your cognitive well-being. So there's not just mental benefits to nature. There's also some physical benefits to nature. And here I'm going to talk about an article I read from the University of Minnesota and their website, takingcharge.csh.umn.edu. I want to make sure I get all those letters right. And this title of this is, How Does Nature Impact Our Well-Being? So studies show that nature reduces blood pressure, reduces heart rate, reduces muscle tension, reduces stress hormones. It may even reduce mortality. So one study of surgery patients who they were recovering from gallbladder surgery, one had a view of the trees, this one group, the other group had a view of a wall. So what do you think happened with the group that viewed the trees? They had less pain, less complications, and a shorter hospital stay. So connect with nature. Connect with nature. Even 15 to 20 minutes a day makes such an impact on your well-being. There's another study I want to share with you. This is a study led by Matthew White and his team. They found that 120 minutes per week resulted in greater health and well-being. It didn't matter if it was all at once or spread out throughout the week. So make that your goal. 120 minutes of nature each week. So you could do an hour Sunday, an hour Monday, and the rest, the shorter increments of time during the week. You get to choose, but 2 hours a week in nature, daily, spread out, doesn't matter, according to research. So start today. Take a walk, even a short walk. Walk around your house. Walk around the outside of your house. Watch the leaves in the breeze. Watch the clouds in the sky. Watch the birds as they flit about. Watch the insects as they scurry along. Look at nature through the eyes of a child. Look at nature with wonder and awe. Be in awe. Listen to the sounds of nature. When was the last time that you were outside and you just stopped what you were doing, closed your eyes, and listened to the nature all around you? Try that sometime. Smell the woods. I always say inhale the forest, hug a tree, smell the woods, smell the grass, smell the flowers, inhale nature. Have you ever smelled the woods after a rain? Or anywhere outside after a rain? It smells so good. Touch the earth. Touch a tree. Like I said, hug a tree. Put your hands on a tree. Feel the energy. Put your bare feet in the grass, in the dirt, on the ground. Pick up a handful of earth. Hold it in your hands. Connect with nature. I'll leave you with a quote from Anne Frank. I firmly believe that nature brings solace in all troubles. I firmly believe that nature brings solace in all troubles. Peace be with you this week.